Welcome to the YouTube channel of Benchmark. Today I am going to discuss about number system. In that particular chapter, mainly I will be focusing on rationalization. What is rationalizing? To rationalize the denominator means to eliminate any radical expression in the denominator such as square roots and cube roots. The key idea is to multiply the original fraction by an appropriate value such that after simplification the denominator no longer contains radicals. I'll be using the term conjugate, so let me discuss what conjugate is all about. The conjugate has the same number but the opposite sign in the middle. So not only is root of a minus root of b is the conjugate of root of a plus root of b, but at the same time root of a plus root of b is the conjugate of root of a minus root of b. Also, conjugate do not have to be the two-term expressions with the radicals in each of the terms. In fact, any two-term expression can have conjugate. Let's see. 1 plus root 2 is the conjugate of 1 minus root 2. 7 minus 5 root 6 is the conjugate of 5 plus root 6. To create the conjugate, simply what you have to do is flip the sign in the middle. Rest everything remains same. Let's take an example. What is the conjugate of 3 plus root 5? In this case, I am finding the conjugate for an expression in which only one of the term has a radical. That's fine. The process is same regardless, namely I flip the sign in the middle. Since they give me an expression with a plus in the middle, so the conjugate is the same two terms but with a minus in the middle. So what do you see? Yes, 3 minus root 5 is the conjugate of 3 plus root 5. Let's find the conjugate of minus 3 root 7 minus root 5. What I have to do? Simply I have to flip the sign in the center, that is minus sign. This particular minus sign will get changed to plus sign and I am not going to change the sign of any other term. So what do I get now? The radical in the first two term and there is a minus in front of the first term, that you can see. So I'll do the same thing. I'll leave the first minus alone. Nothing is to be done with that sign because I don't change any but the middle sign. So I'll flip the second minus in the middle to a plus sign and that's what we have. Yes, minus 3 root 7 plus root 5. Students, please do remember we just need to flip the sign in the center, rest all the signs remain same. Now when we multiply conjugates, we are doing something similar to what happens when we multiply to a difference of squares, namely a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. And this is something formula what we have been learning from standard 7 onwards. Let's take an example for this. Root 3 plus root 5 minus root 3 minus root 5. If I am comparing this particular example with the formula what we have taken over here, a is root 3 and b is root 5. So we are getting root 3 plus root 5 as a plus b and root 3 minus root 5 as a minus b. So what do I get? A plus b into a minus b, I beg your pardon, the sign should be into, is equal to a square minus b square and that gives me 3 minus 5 is equal to 2. Now how to deal with a binomial denominator with a radical sign? Binomial expression is a plus root b and its conjugate becomes a minus root b. So this is a product of a binomial and its conjugate. So a plus root b into a minus root b is equal to a square minus root of b square, and root of b square is nothing but b. Similarly, if I have an expression a minus root b, so its conjugate becomes a plus root b. And when I am taking the product of the expression and its conjugate, again I am getting a square minus b. Same term I am writing in a different format. Now I have root of a plus root of plus b and its conjugate is root of a minus b, and the product of the binomial expression and the conjugate gives me a minus b square. Similarly, root of a minus b and its conjugate root of a plus b, the product of both gives me a minus b square. Let's take an example of rationalizing the denominator of, I'll be taking 3 questions in this particular video. First is 2 upon root 3 minus 1, 7 upon root 12 minus root 5, and 1 upon 8 plus 3 root 5. Let's solve one question at a time. Let's take a simple example of rationalizing the denominator. We have the first question as 2 upon root 3 minus 1. Now what we are going to do is we are going to multiply and divide by the conjugate of the denominator. So the conjugate of root 3 minus 1 is root 3 plus 1. See the next step, 2 upon root 3 minus 1 into root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 plus 1. So I am getting 2 root 3 plus 1, and then in the denominator I have root 3 square minus 1 square. So what do I get? 2 times root 3 plus 1 divided by 3 minus 1. This 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So I am left with root 3 plus 1. Let's take one more example, 7 upon root 12 minus root 5. So what I am going to do is I am going to multiply and divide by the conjugate of the denominator. So what is the conjugate of root 12 minus root 5? It is root 12 plus root 5. So I am going to multiply with the same. So I am getting the next step as 7 times root 12 plus root 5 and root 12 square minus root 5 square. What is root 12 square? 12. And what is root 5 square? 5. So what do I get? 7 in the bracket, root 12 plus root 5 divided by 7. Now this 7 and 7 gets cancelled. So I am getting root 12 plus root 5. Let's go ahead with one more example. 1 upon 8 plus 3 root 5. Again the same thing, I will multiply and divide by the conjugate of the denominator. The conjugate of the denominator 8 plus 3 root 5 is 8 minus 3 root 5. What we have done? We have simply flipped the sign of plus with minus. See the next step? Next step. In the denominator, I am using the formula a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So it is 8 square minus 3 root 5 the whole square. What I am getting? 8 square is 64 and this is 3 square. Because we are going to find not only the square of root 5 but at the same time I will be finding the square of the other number constant, that is 3. So it is 3 square is 9 and root 5 square is 5. So I am getting 8 minus 3 root 5 upon 64 minus 45, that is 19. So nothing is common in the numerator and denominator, and hence this is the final answer. Next question, I have to rationalize the denominator of 7 root 2 right root 10 upon root 2. So what I will do, I will multiply and divide the numerator and denominator by root 2. By doing so, the radical in the denominator should go away. See the next step. Root 10 into root 2 is root 20 and root 2 into root 2 is root 4. But root 20 has a perfect square factor which is 4 because 20 is equal to 4 into 5. So we can't stop here just yet because the radical expression in the denominator contains a perfect square factor. So let's keep moving ahead with our simplification. So at this step, 7 root 20 upon 2. Now this 20 can be written as the product of two numbers 4 and 5. Now this root 4 into root 5 can be written as root 4 into root 5. So what is the square root of 4? 2. And root 5 will be as it is. Now this 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So I am left with 7 root 5. Okay. These are some of the standard types of the expression. A upon root b is equal to a upon root b into root b upon root b. That gives me a root b upon b. Simple example, 4 upon root 2. I am multiplying and dividing by root 2, so that gives me 4 root 2. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. Now this 2 and 4 gets cancelled and it gives me 2 root 2. A upon b plus root c. The conjugate of b plus root c is how much? B minus root c upon b. So I am multiplying and dividing by how much? B minus root c. So I am getting ab minus a root c upon b square minus root c square, that is c. Simple example for this. 6 upon 3 plus root 7 is equal to 6 divided by 3 plus root 7. So this 3 minus root 7 is the conjugate, so I am multiplying and dividing by the same. So I am getting 6 gets multiplied with 3 and at the same time it is getting multiplied with root 7. So it is 18 minus 6 root 7, 3 square is 9, root 7 square is 7, 9 minus 7 is 2. Now 18 and 6 has a common factor of 2. With that 2 this gets cancelled, so I am left with 9 minus 3 root 7. One more. A upon b minus root c. The conjugate of b minus root c is b plus root c, so I am multiplying and dividing by the same term. Example, 5 upon 2 minus root 3. I am multiplying and dividing by its conjugates, that gives me 2 plus root 3. In the numerator I have 10 plus 5 root 3 upon 2 square is 4, root 3 square is 3, 4 minus 3 is 1. So I have 10 plus 5 root 3 in the numerator. One more example. A upon root b plus root c is equal to a upon root b plus root c. Multiplying and dividing by its conjugate, root b minus root c. Simple example. I am multiplying and dividing with its conjugate, that is root 13 minus root 11. So I am getting 14 root 13 minus 14 root 11 upon 13 minus 7. That gives me 2. Now 14 as 2 as a common factor, so with 2 the term in the denominator gets cancelled, so I am left with 7 root 13 minus 7 root 11. Hope you liked the lecture of today's. In the next video I will be coming up with few examples of the different types. So do like, subscribe and comment in the comment section. A big thank you from the team Benchmark.